This week is Shabbos Chazayin, where we read the Haftarah of Chazayin Yeshayahu. It's the last of the Tlasa, the Parnasa, the three Haftarahs we read during the 3 weeks. So Parsha brings the famous word of the Berditchever. What's Pshat Shabbos Chazayin? The Mechsa, the Shabbos of the vision. So he says, Maran l'kol echad ve'echad ha'mikdash d'lasad. Then this Shabbos, every single Yid is shown a vision of the third and final Beis Mikdash. What's the point? What's the Vart? So he says a mashal. There was once a father who sewed a very precious garment for his son. His son goes out to play, he tears up the garment, he comes back, the father says, I'll sell you another garment. The same thing happens, the child comes back, it's all torn up. And this time the father says, I'm sewing you a new garment, but this time instead of giving it to you, I'm going to show it to you. And leprakim rechekim yiduim, for certain long known intervals of time, I'm going to show you the garment, you're going to know about it, and that will compel you, that will inspire you to change your ways, to act b'derech hayashar, and to the point where it will become k'mei teva, you'll actually change your nature, and this way I won't have to worry that you'll tear up the garment, and I'll be able to give it to you without worry. So the Mishal is obvious, that it's mepnei chata'inu, our sins is what destroyed the first two Batei Mikdashes, and for the third Beis Mikdash, instead of just giving it to us, what Hashem does is He shows it to us once a year, Shabbos Chazayin, a vision, and that inspires us, that compels us to act b'derech hayashar in terms of Torah mitzvahs, to be perfect, to make k'mei teva, that we have no fear of ever turning away from Hashem again. And this way, He'll be able to give us third Beis Mikdash with no fear of it being destroyed. It'll be a final and eternal Beis Mikdash. The shayla is like this: we're taka shown the Beis Mikdash, Momaila, but we ourselves don't see this. We're not in tune with it. So what's the point? So l'chayr we can answer based on what's explained elsewhere in Chassidus about the Baskel, the Chruzim, these announcements that come out in the Maila about doing tshuva, about other things to try to inspire us. And l'chayr, what's the point? We don't hear a Baskel, we don't hear the Chruzim. So Chassidus explains, we don't hear them, but our mazel, our neshama above, taka hears these Chruzim, and that's why a person has sudden hirhuri tshuva, certain random thoughts of tshuva that pop into his brain. Okay, so l'chayr, the same thing, our neshama above taka sees the Gilui of Shabbos Chazayin, the Mikdash Lasid, and it has some effect on us. Shaila is, what's the effect? We don't wake up the morning of Shabbos Chazayin with a sudden yearning for the third Beis Mikdash. So where do we see the effect? Where's the effect? So we have to look at what the point of this Gilui of Shabbos Chazayin is. We say in the mashal that the point is that a child changes his nature, that he should act b'derech hayashar. To the point that it comes with k'mei teva, there's no fear it'll ever revert back to his previous behavior. For that to happen, you can't have an inspiration from above, a gilum u'mayla, something that's compelling you to act well and be inspired. By definition, anything that's compelling you from the outside, when it goes away, you revert back to how you were before. It won't last. It won't change your teva, it won't change your nature. In order to change your nature, it needs to come umata, it needs to come from you yourself. No outside factors. When that happens, you can be sure that it will last. So too here. Our neshama above is shown a gilui of the Mikdash Lasid. It happens. If there were to be an automatic effect, a sudden inspiration we'd have, it wouldn't change our teva. It would not be in a way that we would never revert back to how we were. For that to happen, the inspiration needs to come from us. So what happens? There's no felt automatic effect from Shabbos Chazayin. It happens. But if we want the effect to take place, we need to create it. We need to sit down, and think about the fact that there's a Mikdash Lasid, and there's the Gula Mitzvah Shlema, and how all the greatness about it, and the fact that it's shown to us on this Shabbos, and we need to create that feeling of inspiration, of the fact that it needs to get done. And when we create that feeling and cause that to drive us to act b'derech hayashar and Torah mitzvahs, and to make it k'mei teva, we work on ourselves. We are creating the effect. It doesn't happen. It doesn't pop into your brain. We create a mamat l'mayla. That will last. That can happen. That can change your actual nature and teva. So why don't we feel the effect of the Gilui of Mikdash Lasid on Shabbos Chazayin? Because we need to create it. It needs to come l'mata, and that way it will change our teva. So what ends up happening is you have the perfect chibur of mayla and mata. On one hand, there's this Gilui of Mikdash Lasid. On the other hand, it doesn't just automatically inspire us. We create the effect. Ubamela, it has the power to change our teva. So Mirz Hashem, we should all think about the fact that there's a Gula Mitzvah Shlema and a third Beis Mikdash, and it's shown to us this Shabbos. And when we will compel ourselves and drive ourselves to actually change our ways and act b'derech hayashar and Torah mitzvahs, it'll be in a way that will never revert back to our previous behavior, and will taka be b'derech hayashar, and the Eibush will give us the final Beis Hamikdash with the Gula Mitzvah Shlema.